Hello guys, this is Ali Solanki, and here with us we have Ayushman, the man behind Youth Finance. So, how are you doing, man? And tell me what's going on right now.
Well, pretty great. Right now, I have this opportunity of being in an interview with Ali Solanki. So obviously, it's a great opportunity for me also to reach out to you, to talk to your subscribers also and all. And I'm feeling great right now. Right now, it's the weekend, so
Yeah, yeah,
right
yeah.
now engaged in all these fun activities only.
Yeah, I think the audience would love to get 2 cents from you as well. For the audience, what are you currently working for right now, and any upcoming plans that you have for the future?
So right now from the professional end, right now I'm actually working as a software engineer. So I'm a full-time software engineer at HSBC, and I have my own YouTube channel. Just like you mentioned, I have my channel Youth Finance. So which is sort of my side hustle or hobby. Basically, I started just for fun, as a hobby. Like let's see what all we can do with this channel and with this source of communication. So
Yeah.
I am just working on my channel right now whenever I get the free time. Usually 9 to 5 job, and then after that जो रात का time होता है, at that time I spend time researching about stuff, making videos, editing them and all. So right now this is what's going on.
So how do you manage time, man? Because see, something similar is going on with me. I do my work. I then when I complete my work, I then start on recording my videos and edit them and
Mhm.
stuff like that. So how do you manage your time, and do you have any tips for me and the viewers as well?
Yeah, so basically it's a good question. A lot of my friends have also asked me that how are you managing this work, and then after that you're also having this YouTube channel on which I'm posting regularly. So to be honest, I have that never settle attitude when so when I'm just sitting idly not doing anything. So that is not exactly how I am able to enjoy my time and working on things or building something or working on something creative or trying to solve a problem or something like something which keeps me engaged. So so that is how I usually like to pass my time. And my job started last year. Only for the first 5 6 months I was only working for my job, for my company and all. And then I started realizing that I actually have a lot of time between 6 p.m. and by the time I sleep. And at the same time I was also learning a lot about personal finance and investing. And then I thought that maybe I can also start a YouTube channel and talk about all this stuff which concerns me, because personal finance is not something which only someone who's interested in it should be learning about. Personal finance is something which everyone should be aware about, because everyone has that money, everyone wants to grow their money. So I thought that finance is not so boring or complicated. It's actually a pretty interesting and a very easy thing.
Yeah.
At least on a so at least on an average person level, if you want to get into those complicated things, so that is, I think, for someone who is a professional. So I thought that maybe I can start talking about these things, because not a lot of people are talking about this stuff in a very easy to understand language. If you take a look at the sources, the apps or the channels that we have right now, a lot of them are a little more for the people who are more interested in stock market trading and all.
Yeah.
They get into fundamental and technical analysis and all, which is great, which definitely has to be there. But I
Mhm.
wanted to sort of target the people who are not interested in finance, but they are interested in growing their money, basic investment, how to pursue what, where should they open their account, which are the products that they should stay away from. So I
Mhm.
thought, just let's just start a channel and let's see how it goes. So till now it has been going pretty good only.
Yeah.
Let's see what the future holds for me.
So basically, you're making finance fun for everyone, and helping people get on board with finance and not just think about it in the boring sense, wherein we're thinking about, okay, we have to open a lot of accounts, we have to manage these
Yeah, yeah.
things. So yeah.
Exactly. So I'm basically, if I have to define it, I am trying to make sure that people are learning about the essential aspects of personal finance and investing, because I believe that personal finance investing is for everyone. Everyone should be aware about them. When we talk about trading and also, that is, I think, interest based if you're interested in it or if you want to pursue your career. But when it comes to personal finance, managing your money, it is important for everyone.
So then a follow-up question to this. What do you think is better? I know this question is pretty vague and it depends from person to person. But what do you think is better, investment or trading?
See, to be honest, I obviously have a very strong bias towards investing because till now I have only been into investing, and I'll just make it official over here. Till now, I haven't been into trading. मतलब I know about trading a little bit, not a lot, to be honest. But मैंने कभी ऐसे trading करी नहीं है, and I've only done investments. So my personal bias all anyway says that investing is better because the risk is way too lower. But
Mhm.
when it comes to trading, from what I've heard from experts, like matlab, even I've heard experts talk about it, trading versus investing. Trading is usually for those who want to grow their corpus, who wants to build the amount of money. And once you have that amount of money, then you
Mhm.
should start investing. Or
Mhm.
in my case, I am doing a job. So I am getting a particular amount of fixed income right now. And
Mhm.
my goal is to increase my wealth in the long term.
Yeah.
That's why I invest that money. When it
Mhm.
comes to investing versus trading, again, I have my bias, but for an average person, for a layman, I highly recommend that you should go for investing only, because investing is to grow your wealth. And trading, I think is a completely different sport. A lot of people confuse trading and investing. Even I had this doubt around 1.5 years back. Even
Mhm.
I would have thought that trading investing is the same thing only, matlab, just two different words. But trading, I think, is a completely different profession, a completely different sport.
Yeah, yeah.
But investing is something which everyone should be involved with based on your risk appetite and all.
Yeah, I think it's a completely different ball game. You cannot have both the things going on simultaneously. But tell me a bit about your journey, man. How did you equip all of these skills? Like you're doing content creation, you're
Mhm.
obviously involved in finance, you're a software developer. So how did you develop all these skills?
So I pursued my BTech in computer science from Triple IT Delhi. Then I after that I got a on fortunately I was lucky enough to get an on-campus placement. Then I started my software engineering job, and this was during the pandemic only. So the pandemic started in March 2020. My job started in October. So for the first few months I was and at that time only I also started reading about personal finance and all, that what is matlab, even I didn't have any knowledge. You are a third year in college, you are already into all of this, so you're already way ahead of what I was when I was in my third year. But I started late, but I started, and I started reading about all these things: personal finance, investing. If you take a look, there are a lot of books over there. So these are the books which I just started reading. Then slowly I realized that initially what I thought was this is very very difficult. Matlab, if you want to invest your money, if you want to manage your finances, you have to devote a lot of time, you have to get into a lot of softwares. Like when we see in the movies, we see a lot of screens over there, intimidating charts, people just going through different numbers and all. I thought, यार ये तो मुझे भी करना पड़ेगा, शुरू करना है because this is important. I want to grow my money. But then I realized that, मतलब, you see in movies, heroes are jumping from the buildings, but you know that that is not the truth. वैसे finance in investing is not always about all these big screens, and these are just to sort of मतलब show it in a very show it in a way more attractive or lucrative way. You see, we are all doing all this cool stuff. And when I just started learning about these things, I realized that these things are very very basic and easy. Matlab, anyone can do this, anyone can do this thing, and
Yeah.
everyone should do these things. And I thought that especially people of my age who up till now don't have any experience of maybe earning money or making money, at the same time growing their money, and there are a lot of different things which you need to do to have a financially secure future. So I
Mhm.
thought that let's just start a YouTube channel about all this thing. And I also went through a lot of channels. So I went through a lot of USA and UK based channel,
Mhm.
like Graham Stephen, if you know about him, yeah, for Andre Jake and all these channels. And I really liked their content. They had a very appealing content. They also sort of made it very easy to work with. Matlab, when you see their channels, they're not about hardcore trading, ya ye karo, wo karo. They
Yeah.
also just put the basic things ahead of us in a very interesting and catchy way that you want to learn more, you want to watch more. So
Mhm.
matlab, obviously, I'm not saying that I'm creating that type of content because they are definitely way ahead of me, but these are the channels which sort of inspired me. Then a lot of Indian channels also, I saw them, I thought, यार ये तो बहुत ही अच्छी चीजें बता रहे हैं. So I
Yeah.
thought that maybe I can also start talking, but more from a young person's point of view. Like I am in my 20s, I am only 23 years old right now. So I
Yeah.
thought ki maybe I am. So these are the people who are already way ahead in their journey. They
Mhm.
have sort of completed their journey of learning or building their wealth to a great extent. I am I have only started this journey. So I thought that while I am learning, I'll learn, and at the same time I'll tell others what I'm learning in an engaging way.
Yeah.
Like if you see my videos, one day I was thinking ki this YouTube channel, I don't know from a career point of view or from money point of view or from growth point of view, I don't know how well it will go. But I realized that every time I'm working on a video, I also have to do a lot of research and homework from my side. And
True.
while doing that research, I myself get to learn so many things, so many interesting things. So I thought कि YouTube तो ठीक है, but मुझे खुद इसके बहाने सीखने को मिल रहा है. So
Yes.
it's definitely a big
Hmm.
मतलब it's definitely a good thing for me also, the learning part.
Of course, of course.
So right now this is what's going on. I'm just learning new stuff and at the same time trying to share what I'm learning with other people.
So now, what has been like your best and the worst investment that you've made? And when I talk about investment, I'm not just talking
Mm-hmm.
about like maybe stock market or cryptocurrency or whatever. Even
Mm-hmm.
investing your time into doing something, I'm talking
Mm-hmm.
about that as well. So, what has been the best
Mm-hmm.
and the worst thing?
See, I'll be very honest over here. A lot of people would say कि बड़ा ही cliche सा answer दे दिया, कुछ ज़्यादा ही motivational सी, फेकू सी बातें. But to be honest, my best investment till now have been the books that I bought, the books that taught me about personal finance.
Uh,
Because a simple 300 rupees book, Rich Dad Poor Dad, it didn't really teach me about investments, but it completely transformed my way, my approach towards money. It completely transformed it. Or
mhm.
if we talk about the intelligent investor, it was just a 700 rupee book, but I learned so much from it. Same way, there are so many books out there. 90% of them are less than 500 rupees. If I say someone ki bro tum is cryptocurrency mein sirf 1000 rupees dal do, everyone would get very excited about it. But if I say ki bro ye 300 rupees ki book hai, everyone would say kya karna hai padh ke. But that 300 rupees book is going to teach you how to make 300 crore many years in the future.
Yeah,
So my best investment, to be honest, till now has been my books only. But if someone wants to know particular assets and all, so definitely stock market. My best investment till now has been the stocks that I bought. And coming to
okay.
the worst investment, one another best investment I would say is the microphone that I bought for my YouTube channel because the one a fun part, it was just a 800. I'm still using it, an 800 rupees microphone for my YouTube channel, and it completely transformed the production quality. Matlab, just
Yeah,
on a side note, and the worst investment, I don't know. Till now, matlab, I have only been in this investing game for 1 year,
yeah,
and so there were a few stocks when I just started with this stock market investing journey. There were a few stocks which I just bought whenever I read whenever I read a new article that this agency has put a target of this for this particular stock, and I was just rush buying those stocks. Matlab,
yeah,
I was a complete noob. I'm still a noob, but at that time I was a super noob. Noobs who
yeah,
just buy a stock based on some analyst call.
yeah,
So that was a time when I was just buying stocks based on what the experts were saying, not realizing what my time horizon is, what my risk appetite is, what my expectation is. So at that time, I was buying a few things which were, I won't say my worst investments,
yeah.
but relatively less good investments, sort of.
Basically, you learned a
And
lot.
I've been, and yeah, I learned a lot. And one more thing that I would just like to share, I have been in this game for not even 1 year till now. I think this is the 12th month. I started in October 2020. I said this is, I think we just completed, and my complete investing has been in a bull run only.
Oh, okay.
And obviously in a bull run, everything is green. Most of the time, everything is green,
Yeah.
and everyone I am very glad that I think that I have been a very disciplined investor till now. I have hold my money. I don't sell when the market is selling. In fact, I start buying when the market is selling and all. So I have been following all those typical good investor practice. But the real test would come when we start entering a bear market. That is when the psychology of an investor is tested. That is when you start freaking out. So that's why I don't think that,
When
fortunately till now, there hasn't been a worst investment.
Oh, okay. So like you have that mentality of being greedy when the market is fearful and being fearful when the market is greedy. Okay.
Yeah, definitely. So till now, yeah. So right, see, I have a very long investment horizon. So I don't have a 2-3 year long investment horizon. So if a stock is trading at 500 today, and
Yeah.
I know that I'm going to hold it, let's say for the next 10 years. So obviously, I'm going to expect it to at least 3 or 4x in the next 10 years. And if there is a 10% dip today, people are selling it because it fell 2-3%. Now
Yeah.
I know 10 years down the line, buying it for 580 or 570, matlab, it would be a good bet for me because I have that
Yeah.
long investment horizon. So that is why whenever the market now, so now this might not be true for everyone. Everyone, as I said, has their own risk appetite, investment horizon.
Mm.
So for me, I do my research of stocks. I have selected I have my own portfolio and I keep buying them.
Yeah.
Anyway, I buy them every month. Dollar cost averaging is what I completely believe in. मैं हर महीने खरीदता हूँ. And whenever there is a dip, I sort of try कि और खरीद लेता हूँ इसको भी.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
क्योंकि I'm anyway getting at a bargain price.
Mm-hmm. Got it, man. And to be honest, a lot of youngsters, especially Indian teenagers, are starting to invest. And most importantly, they are learning about investment as well. So, what do you
Yeah,
think about it? And what do you think about students starting to invest as early as possible?
definitely. It's a great thing, and it's actually a very wonderful thing that we are seeing, that a lot of student crowd, a lot of college students also, a lot of teenagers also. I also see in the comment section on my channel, a lot of teenagers are saying that they want to earn that money so that they can invest in two reasons. First, because I am seeing that these teenagers, when I was a teenager, I was wondering, dude, अभी Pokemon कौन सा आने वाला है नया, या कौन सा Beyblade मैं खरीदूं, or things like that. But right now these teenagers are into कि यार अभी कौन सा stock में खरीदूं, कौन सा IPO आने वाला है. So that is a good thing in the long run. Definitely it's a very good thing. Secondly, I get very happy to see that I am attracting the right kind of crowd towards my channel. I want those investor mindset people who want to grow their money. And when these college students and teenagers are investing their money, definitely it's a good thing. But one thing that they should keep in mind is that they should not invest a lot of money right now straight away. Your
Right.
investment should be slowly. Start with a small amount. You have to learn the game first. You
Mm.
are very young right now, so obviously you are going to be in this game for a very long time, and you have a lot of time. And I understand it's very tempting. Like even if your dad gives you 1 lakh rupees, or somehow you work very hard, you earned a lot of money. So it's very tempting to start trading or invest a lot of money in cryptocurrency or risky assets or something like that. But I highly recommend you, everyone who has that amount of money, especially in a young age, to go slow. Start very slow. Start with a small investment amount. Take your time. कोई जल्दी नहीं मचानी, because
Yeah.
you never know what might happen. And secondly, when you start investing slowly, you also get to learn a lot. I think in the field of finance and investing, the best teacher is time, because with time the situation changes. You don't know when you're investing that 1 lakh rupees, उस वक्त bull market है, तो definitely you'll think कि stock market is the best thing. अगर
Yeah.
उस टाइम पे bear market था, तो you would be scarred for life कि dude, मैंने उस टाइम पे 1 लाख किया था, it went down to only 50K in a few days.
What happened with the parents of our generation, like they are
Yeah.
scared of the stock market because of all the scams
Hmm.
and everything that had happened.
Yeah. So I read about this in one book recently. I read, so over there it was written that if you ask someone what they're thinking about stock market or any particular asset is, so their thinking is highly skewed towards what the situation of the stock market or any market was when they started investing for the first time. So there was some research that, for example, if you ask so if someone had started their investing journey in a time when there was a bear market, so they would keep thinking for life. मतलब एक mentality होती है ना, everyone has that thing कि stock market अच्छा है कि बुरा है, crypto अच्छा है कि बुरा है. So they'll keep thinking कि stock market अच्छी जगह नहीं है, because when they started their investing, they were in a bear market, and that was the kind of those people who started their investing in a bull market, throughout the time they had a tendency of being biased only. ये ऐसा gamble या सट्टा बाजारी नहीं है, as we say in India. So similarly, you never know. Right now we are in a very good bull market, but you never know what might happen. So learn about it. It's a great thing that you're investing right now. It's an amazing thing. You're probably in the top 0.001% teenagers of your generation.
Yeah.
But take your time, learn about this. Secondly, also invest a lot in building your skills and gaining your knowledge. If you have that amount of money, try to increase that amount of money by working on different ideas and businesses also. At the same time, try to build your skills. Having a good level of skills is very important right now. So that is what I would say for any teenager who is into investing or starting to earn this money.
And what do you think about cryptocurrencies as an investment? Because there's a lot of hype going on around cryptocurrency. So, what do you think about that?
See, anyone who wants to diversify their any It's not anyone. Everyone should diversify their portfolio. And right now we are in a very, very initial stage of cryptocurrency. That's why we say that cryptocurrency is a very, very risky and volatile asset. And since it's a very risky and volatile, just because an asset is risky or volatile, so that doesn't mean that you should not enter it. That means that you should enter it and only invest what based on your risk appetite and all. So if
Yeah.
you are someone who's 50, 60 years old and you have a lot of financial responsibilities, or you have to you have a lot of loans या बच्चों की पढ़ाई and all, so definitely it's not a good idea to invest a lot in cryptocurrency. Even though अगर अगले 10-20 साल में cryptocurrency gets 100x,
Yeah.
but you have a lot of financial responsibilities, you have a lot of expenses in the next 2-3 years. You never know what happens in the next 2-3 years, right? So that's why you should not be very heavily invested, or maybe not at all. Once again, this is not an investment advice. Nothing in this podcast is an investment
Yeah.
advice. Everything is for educational purposes only. But on the other hand, if you talk about someone who's in your 20s like me or you,
Mhm.
and like I don't have very matlab, hard financial responsibilities right now कि
Mhm.
मेरे को I need a lot of money in the next coming years, खर्चा बहुत सारा होना ही होना है. That's why I can afford to expose my portfolio a little bit to cryptocurrencies also.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think that you should invest in cryptocurrency based on your risk appetite. A good portfolio allocation for someone like me, I think, would be 5%, 2, 3, 5%. But if you are a very, very strong believer in cryptocurrency, maybe up to 10%. I'm not saying this is how it should be. It again, it depends on your risk appetite, on your research also, if there is something which you think is very, very safe and all.
Mhm.
And secondly, coming to whether cryptocurrency is the future or not, I think it is definitely. But I think we are in the, so when internet boom started taking place in the era of 1995 to 2002, 3, at that time everybody knew internet is the future, but
Yeah.
nobody knew how exactly is it going to be the future. If you
Yeah.
take a look at it, I think 99% of the internet companies at that time are not present today. I think a
Yeah.
random number, it's a factoid. So but it's similarly, I think that going 20 to 30 years down the line, I don't think that 99% of the cryptocurrencies that we are using right now would be there. Definitely some would be there, I think. But cryptocurrency industry, market, or technology, most importantly in general, is still evolving. Initially, we saw that cryptocurrency is a mode of payment. Then we started moving towards decentralized applications.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
we are also talking about internet of blockchains and all. So
Yeah.
we are still in the evolving part. So be
Mhm.
exposed to it if you want to, or if you want to diversify your portfolio properly, but don't be too exposed to it.
Hmm.
And if someone still wants a number, I think for someone like me, but once again, not an investment advice, 2-3% is a good starting place.
Yeah. 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 I think even if you're not investing, you should at least know about it and see what's happening in this industry, because there's a lot of innovation that's been going on. And especially cryptocurrencies, not just cryptocurrencies, but blockchain in general as well. So I think
Mhm.
I am a strong believer of cryptocurrencies. I am a strong believer of the blockchain industry as well. And yeah,
Same,
I
same.
think like Web3 is the future. Just as you mentioned, how will it be in the future? Like, how will it be used exactly?
Mhm.
Is something that we can only know in the future. And any ending thoughts or some investment tips that you'd like to give to the viewers, especially the young teenagers here?
In cryptocurrency or in general?
In general, not just cryptocurrencies. Like, so for me, when I started my investment journey, the most
Mhm.
important tip that I had gotten was invest in things that you understand or you use. So even
Mhm.
if it meant like picking out stocks, I would pick out like say ITC or something like that, which is
Mhm.
something that I buy. And even if it meant in the cryptocurrency domain. So if I'm using certain like I'm using Binance, then I'll invest in
Mhm.
BNB and stuff like that.
See, a lot of people run behind the answer to this question. What is the investment tip? What is the investment tip? I don't think that there can be any ultimate investment tip,
Yeah, yeah,
but but I think there is one ultimate investment tip, and that is to read and read and read more about investing.
yeah.
If you ask me कि यार एक investment tip, तो there are so many things to cover, and it
Uh,
again, it depends from person to person. Now if you are someone who really wants to build their wealth, मतलब really really wants to get into the investing part, the investing game, and start investing. I think you should definitely start reading books, watching top-notch educational videos. There are so many amazing YouTube channels like Pranjal Kamra. If I talk about Hindi channels or Indian channels, Pranjal Kamra,
Yeah,
Parimal Adesar, Abhishek Kar. So,
yeah, yeah.
and there are so many, not only these. Watch their videos. Matlab, these are experienced people. They have seen, I think, all sorts of market, bull market, bear market, 2008 financial crisis, everything.
Yeah, yeah.
Start learning from them. And most importantly, once again, I emphasize this. So one thing, I'm not sure whether you know this or not, but I do not have any financial qualification.
Oh,
And
okay.
a financial qualification is basically if you have done an matlab, any degree, a college gayo,
Fair
MBA,
enough.
CA, CFA. I am a BTech in computer science, so
Yeah.
I don't technically have any matlab, certified qualification.
Yes, yes,
But
yes.
fir bhi, I talk a lot about finance. I think I know a few things at least, and
Yeah,
everything that I know, 90% of it has been from books only. So
yeah,
there
yeah.
are a lot of books over here. I don't know kaun si abhi dikh rahi hai, but matlab, these are not even 50%. And
Yeah,
most of them are finance, personal finance,
yeah.
yeah, a few of them self improvement also. So invest your money in buying books, and buying books is not a lot of investment. It's very, very cheap. And once you start buying those books, you'll automatically know how to make money. And once you know how to make money, you can afford to buy even more books, right?
Yeah,
So start buying, start
uh,
learning about this.
I can actually relate to this to a whole new level because so for me, whenever I go to a bookstore or someplace like that, I first look at the categories. So there's this business category,
Uh,
finance category. I'm always over there. I'm always under the finance category, business category,
same.
and stuff like that. So yeah, I think we have something really strong in common. So
Yeah, and one last investment advice which I see a lot of people getting into these days is don't always follow the tips that experts have given,
yeah.
especially the trading tips and all,
Hmm.
because everyone has their own risk appetite, everyone has an own investment horizon. Thirdly, when you see these when you see these platforms, they also have to sell their content, and a
Yeah.
lot of time you never know what's actually going on in the background. Well, I'm not saying that any shady activity is going on. Well,
Yeah.
I don't think anything like this is going on, but
Hmm.
you should always make your investments based on your knowledge.
No,
Thoda
even
bahut, it's
uh,
fine. Thoda bahut
yeah,
looking at these videos and all is definitely a part of your research only. But basically, what I'm saying is don't invest in anything just because someone said so.
true.
That can be a part of your homework. When I'm looking at any stock, I definitely watch the videos of a lot of YouTubers, a
Hmm.
lot of experts. But I don't buy them stocks just because he said
Yeah,
so,
of
or
course.
she said so, or anyone said so. So, long story short, don't blindly follow any investment tip. Always do your own research if you want to get into good investing,
Yeah,
good
yeah.
healthy long term investing.
True, man. I completely agree with you. And yeah, I think we should do this podcast again soon. So
Definitely.
yeah, I'll be in contact with you, man, and hope to see
Definitely.
you grow. Hope to see your channel grow.
Thank
Everyone,
you.
please, all the viewers, please subscribe to his channel,
Thank you.
Youth Finance.
Thank you so
Uh,
much.
Amazing
And
content.
it has been a pleasure for me also being here, being invited. Definitely it has been a great pleasure for me also.
Yeah.
And I hope that we get a lot of more opportunities to collaborate in the future.
Sure, man. Sure. I'll have you in contacts and we can do another podcast pretty soon.
Definitely. Thank you everyone for watching.
Thank you.